Are you ready to step into a world where creativity is rewarded? Introducing Finesse, the revolutionary play-to-earn game series, brought to you by the Jot Art in collaboration with groundbreaking Lightosphere Network. In Finesse, you're not just a player, but a true artist. Unleash your imagination as you paint vibrant landscapes, design awe-inspiring characters, and create mesmerizing worlds, all within a game. But it doesn't stop there. Finesse is not just a game, it's a community-driven connect with fellow gamers, collaborate on projects, and trade your masterpieces on Jot Art, where the value of your creation knows no bounds. Click the top line of the description box to go claim yours right now.
Long time, but I want to transition, and I think it's a perfect segue to transition into the next topic, and that's pretty much Negroes getting paid off, too. But now Tyrese, man, he put up some interesting, DMs from DJ Vlad of Vlad TV, or one of his representatives, but it's his company, so we can say him, right? Now, he put in the offers that you can see right there, he pretty much was asking Tyrese for an interview. First, he offered him $5K, and then he offered him $10K, and this was back in, looks like 2001. I'm not sure when the most recent.
21, right?
Oh, yeah, 2021. Yeah. And another one, December the 29th. I'm not sure what year that one is. But Tyrese got offended and said, your ass is hurting. Because even after you offered me $10K, I turned your corny-ass Culture Vulture show, right? Turned down your corny-ass Culture Vulture show. Haven't you used black people enough? What's dude's name who talks off camera who owns Vlad TV? Can we pull your tax returns? How much is he leeching off the black culture? This dude already had 4 people up on the show randomly, keeps bringing up my name, laughing about my divorce traumas, laughing about my crime video, and trying to milk my traumas and pain in the clickbait for his goofy ass show. Do you know who I am? You know I can F your whole shit up, right? Every established artist, when he hits you about an interview, leave his goofy ass Culture Vulture corny on red unless he's paying y'all $10K or more. I am the culture. Keep playing with me and I'll hit your address, remember? That's what he put to Vlad. What's your thoughts?
Well, one, thank you, Tyrese, for going ahead and disseminating information we've been saying for 3 fucking years. And it's not hate, and this isn't a situation where we're happy that Vlad is being exposed, right? There was an evil game going on behind us, and motherfuckers was getting paid off, and they were really messing up this podcast game. And when you call somebody a culture vulture, and you look up the definition of a culture vulture, if he ain't in the front of that shit, I don't know who is. He ain't gonna take 5. All right, throw him 10. He ain't gonna throw him 10. I'll throw him 20. 20, 25. I will get you motherfuckers on here talking about and exposing your culture, and there's nothing you could do about it. I said something about Farrakhan. So what? I'll give you 15K, 20K. Shut up and get on here and do it. I talked about this person. I ran about this person, Jack, or had this snake oil salesman. I'll say whatever I want about your culture, because as soon as I throw you motherfuckers some money, here y'all come, front and center, telling me all your business. I'm doing it in your face, and I don't care. And there's other platforms out here that like it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take their content, act like they don't even do it, redisseminate it, because I'm going to throw people...
Woo! Faison! Let's
throw
go!
Some money out to them.
Let's go, Faison!
And act like it don't even fucking exist. We've been telling y'all this for years. It doesn't surprise me. Tyrese ain't the only one, and I'm sorry, although I rock with Tyrese and I rock with what he says, them niggas are going to go on deaf ears. They're going to get 10K, 15K. They'll get 9-6 and go on that motherfucker. It just is what it is. Until we come together as a people, as a culture, say enough is enough. Yeah. I ain't saying don't get your money. I'm not saying go get your bread. When you got independent platforms out here that ain't nobody got 15, 20K to get all you motherfuckers.
Right.
Somebody done monopolized the game, vultured the game, and now laughing in your faces about it while he throws y'all money and gets tax write-offs on it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Nah, my thoughts, man, is you killed it. You know what I mean? All I can really add to it is, anytime, when the Farrakhan situation happened, it was pretty much a call. People like Nori, Lord Jamar, Godfrey, they said, just stop rocking with him. I think at that point in time, he did exactly what you said. He's like, you know what? These dudes, these ends ain't unified. I'm going to get my, regular handful of ends that I bring on here. Lil Nels, the Faison Loves, the TK Kirklands, and no disrespect to any of them, but they going on the show still, right?
Yep.
Because they don't care, right? Because we're not on code for nothing, right? Now let that have been. See, look how all Jewish people collectively form Voltron on Kanye West. Voltron. Nobody really asks questions. They know, okay, this was the call from up top. So this is what we gonna do. You disrespected our culture. You disrespected one of us. We ain't rocking with you. Shit. J.P. Morgan Chase, a bank, said we don't want you. Adidas said we don't want you. Nike said we don't want you. Puma. None of these companies said. All these companies said collectively, we done with you because you disrespected our culture, our religion, our race.
You think all of them
right?
get along?
No.
Come on.
We ain't got to get along. It's just a code that you should be on. And it's like, all right, and then like you said, he disrespected Troy Ave. Now it's like a whole set of disrespect people now because he knows nothing's going to happen. He know he can pay y'all off at the end of the day, man. So we seen it. We've been saying it the whole time, but you call us haters. Oh, you mad because your platform ain't as big as his. You ain't got as money as this and this and this and this. First of all, you don't know what we got. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what we got and what we make. Shit, we could have $100 million for all you guys know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Tyrese called it out. Is it going to change anything? Probably not. But I salute anybody who's going to speak truth to power on this situation, man, because at the end of the day, it's the truth. And we've been saying that. And they sell out, bro. You a sellout. You going to let a man disrespect your culture, right? And you going to still go over there and let him milk the culture and make money off you? That's no different than Balenciaga or Gucci or something like that, where people said they was going to boycott. Now you rocking Gucci. Same shit. Or we're going to put you in blackface, have a monkey hanging on a string, and you still going to come buy for us. Buy from us. Come on, man. It's the same thing, bro.
Facts. It's got way more to do with race, right? This ain't we attacking a white dude because he's doing this. Nah. This is a blatant dude that's taken from the culture, exploiting the culture by putting his coin to it and daring you motherfuckers not to accept it, and then exploiting you to the T and daring you to do something about it.
Yeah.
Daring you to do something about it. There's white platforms out here that'll do interviews that won't ask you about your charges or won't go on and ask you about somebody else to do all this stuff to kind of exploit you, that disseminate information that aren't necessarily culture vultures, even though they may be of a different hue. And there may be people on these platforms that disagree with us, or disagree me personally, about what I'm saying right now. But it ain't got nothing to do to me about race. Because there's blacks out here vulturing the culture. I think a lot of them people that go on that platform knowing that they're taking dirty money and getting on here and exploiting our culture are just as equal culture vultures as them. And I'm not going to put out any names because a lot of the people that you mentioned have been on this show. And we appreciate that. But you ask yourselves, what was the energy when they were on this show? And what was their energy when they went on this show?
Well, let's talk about it. We had people come on the show in their car, just waking up out the bed, walking in the mall, eating steaks,
sitting in the bathtub, and
all
shit.
types of the disrespect of other black media outlets. But when they go there, they smiling, they got the new chains on, the new shirt, they trying to promote it, and this, that, and the third. And the thing is, okay, his platform has a lot of people, but anybody that I just named, we've done 1,800,000, 600,000 with those very people. Nell, Godfrey, Faison Love, TK Kirkland. We've done those numbers too. So what is it really about at the end of the day? It's about disrespect. And so we don't treat each other right, man. We never have. And that's all we really saying at the end of the day. Let's start having a code of conduct. Let's have a certain way that we treat each other. We shit on each other constantly. And then it's like, it's definitely the crabs in the barrel mentality. But I want us to have a code of conduct of how we rock with each other. At the end of the day, man. And we should start forming Voltron. When somebody disrespects us, we all should be that glue. Like, all right, nah, we ain't rocking with him.
Salute to Godfrey. Salute to Lord Jamar. Those two in particular.
Word.
Though were consistent guests on his show that stood strong and said, you know what? If you're going to disrespect the minister, we may not ultimately agree everything what Mr. Minister says, but at the end of the day, you disrespected one of our leaders.
Yeah.
We're not standing by that shit. And until you apologize, we ain't rocking with you. Royce the 5'9" as well. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People out there stood tall and consistently stayed tall on that. So those people need to be applauded too.
Word.
3 people that happen to also come on our platform and bless other independent black platforms on the way of talking. They put their money where their mouth was. They didn't care about the dollar. You think that homeboy didn't offer Lord Jamar more cake to come on there? You think he ain't offer Godfrey or Royce bread to come on there?
You got to salute them, not to cut you off. You feel like they probably left a few $100,000 on the table that they could have made dealing with Vlad. I had somebody tell me, I'm not going to put the person's name out there, that they could retire off with Vlad playing them alone for an interview at this point. Somebody told me that.
You were also told, we ain't going to name no names, that homeboy was taking our content and recycling it.
And not giving us any credit for it. I was told
verbatim
that. I was told that, and yeah, it's real talk. And we've seen it. We ain't got to mention the instances, but that's the definition of a vulture, too. They wait for somebody else to do something, then they snatch it as their own and shit. But if one of these other platforms do something, they're going to give them their credit. They're going to take it and say, oh, well, you was on, so-and-so's interview, you did this. Nah, well, when you Dave East and, this shit, like, nah, this shit, we originated this conversation. We originated these conversations. Why don't you give us the proper credit? That's what you're supposed to do, Mr. Real Journalist. But they don't do that, though. They'll steal it and act like it's theirs and move forward and take the credit for it. And I just don't respect it. I'm sorry.
And then highlight the drama, accentuate the drama. Yes, the headline is going to be, for example, Faison goes in on Dave East. But if you listen to our conversation when Faison's talking about Dave East as opposed to anybody else, oh, damn, why you don't like Dave East? Dave East is dope.
He brought him up, too. Yeah, he brought him up on his own.
And he brought him up on his own.
Right.
Same thing with Hove. What's the problem with Hove? Blah, 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 blah. He brought it up. Then we asked questions on why. Of course, we're going to disseminate the content because we're in a marketing business. We're in this distribution business. We're going to distribute what's going to be popular. But if you listen and you dive into the content, you'll hear some real jewels, some real gems, some real authentic type of content. We ain't asking dudes about they jack, or asking dudes about who they robbed, or asking dudes about how many keys they done fucking sold.
Right.
Yeah, Rich Porter Jr. sitting across from us. His dad is one of the most legendary hustlers of all time.
Yep.
Brother did time for doing some things in the street. You think we asked him what he was doing on these streets? He's looking right across from him.
Yeah.
That would have probably did some numbers, right?
Yeah.
You think we asked him? You know who his father is. You know who his father's adversary is. Think it would have been easy for us to go ahead and ask some questions about that and be disrespectful, even though he kindly asked us not to touch that? You think that would have happened on other platforms? Just ask yourself, man. If we're going to take care of each other, we got to really take care of each other. If you don't want certain questions asked, what about him?
Maybe a couple weeks ago, he was pretty much saying that he don't feel like, and I don't want to misquote him, whatever, but he don't feel like Vlad is like a platform to set people up. And what I said, and I'll let you go, I'm going to say this real quick, is that you ain't going to bite the hand that feeds you. You ain't going to bite the hand that feeds you. So what you say don't mean shit. But go ahead, what you think about what he's...
Nah, this is cash cow.
Right.
So Bootsy probably got mad other money and opportunities outside of Vlad, but he consistently goes on there because the check is probably pretty good. And everybody know ain't nothing better than having more money. You know what I mean? You might have 100,000 in the fucking bank, but 140 look way better than 100. So somebody's going to offer you $40,000 to sit back and chat for 2 or 3 hours about everything that's going on in the culture and flip that 40 into 1.5. Why not?
For sure.
I don't agree with Bootsy. I don't dislike him. Still rock with him. But I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I don't think that he would go ahead and mess with his cash cow. I think if he were to publicly get on a platform off Vlad's and say anything disparaging about Vlad, that there would be some repercussions behind that. He would not get his bag. Kind of like Cannabis did when he was on his platform. Oh, yeah, let's talk. Because when Cannabis was on here, he did an interview. Then a couple days later, his publicist reaches out to our people and gets upset with us because they thought we railroaded him out of getting $5,000 from Vlad.
Yeah.
Because Vlad found out that he did the interview with us first and got information that he wanted first, so he took it away from Cannabis. And basically, I don't know if Vlad blamed us, but his people tried to basically say we were working in cahoots. The type of shit he does.
Right.
It's the type of shit that happens. And it happens far too far and in between, and until we come together, it's going to continue to happen, man. And you hear frustration. You hear us doing our thing. At the end of the day, when we turn these cameras off, we go back to our families. It is what it is. You guys are ultimately going to choose and decide who you guys watch and not watch. Or the talent's going to decide who to go to, who not go to. But we are going to give you the information and lay it out there for you to decide.
And for those who are going to say, y'all just hating, y'all this, look, we going to get to 5 million. We going to get to all of that. We got houses, we got cars, we got pools, we got jewelry, we got everything all these other dudes got. We just don't flash and boast about it. So it's not even about the material stuff. So don't act like we some broke dudes in the basement just hating. Far from that. We just keeping it real.
That's it.
I know those comments are coming, oh, y'all just, come on, please. Please. But anyway.
Y'all so emotional, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, we go home and chill.
We don't. Yeah, exactly. We're not showing. We don't have to show stuff like some of these insecure dudes, and every time they do something, they got to show on the internet. That's silly to me, man.
Yeah.
Real men don't do stuff like that.
Suckerish behavior. But salute to Tyrese. Like I said, he ain't the only one, but I'm glad he went out there and ruffled some feathers a little bit. So keep it coming.
Yeah, definitely.